Just finished yesterday's video, exporting right now. Gonna be uploading it really soon. The grind is real, guys. It's 5 a.m. right now. Just finished exporting the video. I realized I just said that already, so I'm tired. I'm gonna roll the intro here, and then we're going to skip forward a few hours after I've woken up and gotten freshened up, and we're gonna talk about today's topic of discussion. See you guys after the intro. Welcome back to another episode of Voices Unite, people. Today we're going to be talking about spell energy and ints, and how you can conserve spell energy and how you need to use it efficiently, and all things spell energy basically. First things first though, coffee. Okay, since we're talking about energy, the very first thing I want you to do before you start anything, or before we go any further in this video, the first thing I want you to do is click on your suitcase icon, go to Diagon Alley by clicking the basket, scroll all the way down and claim your complimentary gift. This is gonna give you a lot of free energy, so do this before the timer runs out. You want to make sure that your spell energy that you already have in your vault is as close to full as possible, because it is possible to exceed your actual limit. So now that I have claimed it, you will see that I have 111 spell energy out of 75. So if you're as close as possible to 75, then try to claim this so that you have a massive amount of spell energy and you don't have to worry about spell energy for a long time. Okay, so the reason why I've come out to this area is because I wanted to show you guys how rural areas affect the colored ints. So as you know, there are 5 different types of ints: green, blue, pink, I believe purple, and brown as well. So these 5 different colored ints will give you different type of rewards. And if you come to a rural-ish area, or if you are living in a rural-ish area, then you will notice that the colored ints, the ints will have a greenish color. And the reason why it's greenish color, because these green ints actually give you more spell energy whenever you spin or dine. So as you can see, we are in a pretty rural area. If I spin around the map, you will see that pretty much all of the ints that you can see, except those there in the far distance, are green. So the ones in the far distance are blue, but the rest are pretty much green. So we're gonna see exactly how much energy we can get from these green ints. Okay, so I just realized, rookie mistake, since I had just claimed the free gift for the 50 energy, for the free 50 energy, I have actually exceeded the amount of spell energy that I can have, and because of that reason, if I tap on the in and spin it, it will give me the food, but it will not give me any energy because my energy capacity is full. So it counts as an official spin because it says return in 5 minutes to collect more energy, but it doesn't give me any energy in the first place. So you know what, I'm just gonna put up a chart over here to show you guys what the differences are between the colored ints and how much energy you can actually get. Since we're in a rural area and we tested out the green ints, let's go to a slightly more urban area where we'll be able to see many more gyms clustered in a single area, hopefully of a different color. So shall we apparate there? Let's go. Boom! Alright, now I'm in Botanical Gardens. I come to Botanical Gardens usually to grind for Pokemon Go because there are a ton of Pokestops and gyms here, and that is exactly the case with Voices Unite as well, because there are a ton of points of interest over here. You're also gonna see that because we're in a very densely populated area, you're gonna see a lot of brown colored and pink colored ints over here. So because I still have some excess energy in my vault, I am gonna catch all of these foundables, or return these foundables so that I can spend some energy and then I can start spinning these ints. Alright guys, since I'm sitting down here, we might as well do this now. On the way here, I managed to hit level 6 in game, and level 6 means I'm ready to choose my profession. So, which profession do you think I am gonna choose? let me know right now. Comment down below before I reveal to you guys what profession I am going to choose. Now of course I am going to be switching around all three of the professions, at least in the early stages, but I am going to be maining one of them, and that one is going to be last chance. What do you think it's going to be? Horror? Magizoologist? Professor? Professor it is. Yep, I've chosen to be a professor because, you know, McGonagall, I mean, she's a badass, and of course, like, professors have a pretty much all-rounded stats, which is amazing, and that is definitely something I want to be doing. It kind of gives me an all-rounder kind of abilities, and yeah, I think professor is what I'm going to be maining, but I will be testing the other professions out as well and seeing how they fare, but otherwise I think professor is going to be my choice. Apart from inns, you can also get spell energy from greenhouses. Of course, greenhouses are not going to give you as much spell energy because they also give you potion ingredients. Here are some of the methods in which you can try to conserve as much spell energy as you can and use your spell energy efficiently so that you're not always running out of spell energy. First of all, of course, you can extend your capacity for the spell energy by going into Diagon Alley and increasing the capacity of your spell energy. Of course, this does cost you coins, and I know it is rather expensive right now, but I'm pretty sure that in the future, when you get events and stuff, I'm sure that the price will be reduced to a certain extent, and then it'll be much cheaper to purchase these vault extensions for your spell energy. So here's a few tips that Wizards Unite Hub's article has posted on their website. I'll leave a link to it in the description box down below, but some of these tips are as follows. The first of these tips is that basically you need to get good at tracing glyphs. Whether it is in fortress battles or in trace encounters, you need to get as good as possible with tracing the glyphs so that you don't waste any of your spell energy on not even tracing it properly, because if you don't trace it properly, you're going to be wasting spell energy. You also want to focus your energy on farming lower tiered fortress battles, because those are going to cost you lesser amount of spell energy, but by farming them a lot, you'll also still be able to get a ton of rewards. But if you only farm higher tiered fortresses, the amount of spell energy that you are going to spend for the amount of rewards that you're going to get is not such a great deal. So you want to farm lower tier fortresses and not so much higher tier fortresses. Another tip is to also try and figure out which trace encounters are going to be rarer and which of them are not so rare. Of course, as you play more and more, you'll be able to figure out on yourself which trace encounters are more rare and which are more common. Of course, if you encounter the common ones again and again, then you don't want to spend your energy on those trace encounters because it's just not going to be worth it. And I'm not just talking about the rarity of these traces, I'm also talking about the threat level of these encounters. So if you encounter a trace which has a very high threat level, these ones are going to be, you know, probably you're not going to see these as often. So you definitely want to farm on these ones and spend your spell energy on those instead of using it on some other traces which are a much lower threat level. If you want something as a comparison, then I can explain to you guys in terms of Pokemon Go. If you see a Rattata and a Dragonite spawn on your map, you're definitely going to go for the Dragonite because not only is it more rarer, it's also more powerful. So using the same logic, in Wizards Unite, you want to spend your energy on these higher threat levels or more rarer traces so that you can conserve your energy as much as possible. Don't do that when you've just started out your journey because you want to collect as many fragments as possible for all of these traces, but as you move along in the future, you want to focus on the rarer traces and the higher threat level traces. Alright, I am getting bitten all over the place by mosquitoes, so I'm just gonna head out of here. I'm gonna walk around in the botanical gardens, try to farm as much as I can with all these new foundables and etc. and try to use all of my spell energy since I have still a lot of excess spell energy. So I'm gonna spend all of that and try to catch as many amazing foundables as I can. Of course, if I encounter a really high threat level trace, then I'll let you guys know, but otherwise I will catch you guys in the next video with more guides and tutorials. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified of whenever I drop any new videos. Alright, see ya! Okay, apparently so the Hagrid trace is an emergency level trace, so this is interesting. Let's use the strongest potion that I have, because even that is only going to push it down one level. Alright, let's do this. Okay, that should be a great. Yep. Come on. This is the highest threat level trace that I have encountered so far. That should be a great as well. Nope, that's just good.